Hi, I'm Lucy and I'm a project assistant at Sow the City, and this is our new green roof on top of the Printworks in central Manchester. So we wanted to make it feel quite peaceful, and it's all very grey instead, so we wanted to make it all really nice and green and calming and really beautiful with all the plants. But we also wanted a community space where we could do like fruit and veg growing. We just really wanted to bring in lots of like life and colour and all the different types of plants. So the sedum on the ground here has 10 different types of sedum growing. And then we've got a range of different plants which are pollinator friendly, so we're trying to enhance and entice cross-pollination in the city centre, which is really important.
My name is Wing. I am one of the managers here of the Printworks. We have a small team here. We kind of look over the view of Printworks in general. We've got all the various tenants and that, and so they look after themselves, but we look after the building. The first idea was about having bees. There's not been any beehives or anything in the city centre on commercial buildings, so they thought to build the beehives, which we have here. And then from that, we decided to build a garden around it. We worked with Sow the City to create this brand new garden here now, like to kind of liven up our rooftop, and hopefully it stems forward for other corporate buildings that they can do it as well.
My name is Kieran McLaughlin. I am the project manager at Sow the City. With a place like this, we have very little footprint for the plants to grow in. We also have to have plants that are going to provide a long season of interest. So whatever we have up here, it needs to work hard. As well as doing that, there is the challenge of the fact that we're totally exposed. We're going to have winds and cold weather in the cooler months of the year, and in the summer we're going to bake. So because of that, these all need to be considerations that we make when we think about what's going to work up here and also what's going to have that impact.
I'm Adrian Rhodes, and I'm the apiarist or the beekeeper for the Printworks here, and I've been looking after the bees since we started the apiary in 2012. The more people return to the city, as they are doing in their tens of thousands, the more they actually want to bring with them the natural world, and so there are more gardens, both around houses and on the tops of roofs, and people want to humanise the city. So the more bees we have, the more fruitful the gardens are, the more the plants are pollinated, and it just is a beautiful circle.
So having plants that are also going to be beneficial for the bees was incredibly important for us as well, and we tried to facilitate that through some of our planting within the borders, but also the raised beds as well. So within there we have things like our herbs, we have like the chives. It's things that there's going to be a ready source of nectar and pollen, and also things that will flower for long seasons as well, because that's really important for the bees. Obviously, the more plants that we can provide a whole seasonal variety, so having plants that are going to be flowering over a long period, this means that there's a ready source of pollen and nectar. There's no downsides to converting space for plants. There's no negatives to that. You know, there might be an initial outlay of cost, but it's worth it for something that's going to give you years of enjoyment. For a space like this, where we're at the infancy of it, this is a very new garden, there's going to be a beauty in seeing that develop, but it would be worth it for staff to be able to come up and use this space. Maybe they're coming up for a cup of tea or sit outside. It's so rare, and it's such a valuable thing to have green spaces in cities. Having that opportunity just to get away from concrete and glass and steel, just to come and look at something natural, it's such a good thing for us, and it's hardwired into us. It's human nature. Being around plants and being around nature, it's part of who we are. It's part of our evolution, and unfortunately, we can forget that, or we can sort of distract ourselves from it and just say, "Oh, I haven't got time to just sit back and just enjoy the flowers because I'm too busy," but that's ultimately to our detriment. So any time that we can provide that opportunity to just spend 5 minutes just in nature, smell the flowers or taste the lettuce leaves, that's got to be a good thing.